I thought you were gonna play it.
Oh, okay.
Play it. It's funny.
Yeah, I can do it.
They can't see it, but they can hear it.
Yeah, you guys can hear it.
I just had the vaccine. Let's go.
Okay, play it again. I just want to commentate over it. If that's okay with you.
Over it.
Am I getting a?
I just had the vaccine.
Is that no? One more time. Sorry.
I just had the vaccine.
So this fella. He keeps playing. He comes up. Okay, you stop playing it. So he's in his room. He's got a desk behind him. He comes up and he sort of lifts his jumper sleeve, jacket sleeve down a little bit and says, "I just had the vaccine." And he goes, "Let's go." And he turns around, does a front flip, and as he's, as gravity is doing its thing, he's coming back down to earth, and his feet have made contact with the desk and have completely obliterated it.
It's fantastic. I watched
Pieces.
that. I watched that in like a mixture of videos yesterday.
Yeah.
I didn't save it because it didn't have just that
Okay.
one.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then today I found it just by itself.
Yep.
So
that sounds way better. I'm just an
fantastic.
idiot. I'm thinking, oh, why does it sound weird? Yeah, maybe if you're talking to the fucking
Got him.
microphone. Hey, Izzy, talking to the microphone correctly, you fucking twat.
All right. So this week on The Void,
Give me my fucking thing.
I want to touch it.
Too bad. You say you fidget with keys? I
That's
don't let you
true.
fidget with shit.
Thanks.
Bitch. You're welcome.
Welcome back to The Void.
Welcome back to The Void.
We're back.
What are we doing this week, really?
This week we're doing a in-depth review
Whoa, it's in depth.
on
Not as deep as the ocean. Happy birthday, David Attenborough. I think.
fuck it. Mortal Kombat, which came out a few weeks ago,
Yo.
and our first recent fucking review in ages, Bad Batch. First 2 episodes, and then I don't think we'll review every episode because there's fucking 16 of them.
We won't do it. Yeah,
So
we won't do a episode every week. Plus, because Loki's going to sort of interject with that sort of timeline of episode releases. However, we'll talk about that when we get to the whatever section because I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Okay, what are we doing first? We're doing Mortal Kombat first,
Mortal
aren't
Kombat.
we?
Let's
Yeah,
jump
that's
into
correct.
Mortal Kombat.
So, cool. I want to make a disclaimer again. Sort of like how I did when we were talking about Godzilla and whatever. I am not an avid Mortal Kombat fan.
This motherfucker hasn't even played a game.
Right? I've played it like randomly.
This motherfucker doesn't ever play story mode.
I've never played story mode, and I've never seen any of the movies, the other ones. Whatever.
There's like one movie live action and then one cartoon movie that came out last year. The cartoon one being on Netflix now, and definitely 100 times better than both of them.
Really?
Yeah. I haven't even watched it yet.
Okay.
And I already know it's better than both of them.
Why don't you watch it?
I just haven't had the time yet. I just fucking... I
As
see it.
long-
I'm like,
as long as you go for
oh,
5 hours."
nice.
I go sleep now.
I just haven't been in the mood. I'll be in the mood now. I'll fucking watch it tomorrow.
No, you
No
won't.
kidding. Yeah, I'll watch it
No,
tomorrow.
you won't.
Yeah. Oh, actually, no, Monday. I thought tomorrow... Fuck, I thought tomorrow was Monday. I was so excited.
No, Saturday. It's Saturday today.
Yeah, we're recording on Saturday.
It's God's Day tomorrow.
God's...
Is that what people call
It's
it?
Mother's Day tomorrow.
It's actually
It's fucking Mother's Day tomorrow. So
Sorry, God.
shout out
Pause.
to the mothers. Shout out to mother.
Shout out to Mum.
Shout out to fucking mom, dude.
Shout out to Mum, dude.
Shout out to mom.
Yo, Mum, shout out. Ta. If you're listening to this, would you not? Ha.
My mom would be like, yeah, what's your podcast?
What did I say on the last one?
Oh, I forgot.
Next question.
No, I forgot.
I forgot. You said
you guys were saying so
many things. It's like,
So
what?
many things, yeah. Okay, Mortal Kombat. Disclaimer.
Jesus Christ. I didn't know that.
Disclaimer for me. I got into Mortal Kombat when Mortal Kombat X came out. I played the story, obviously understood absolutely batshit. Watched the Mortal Kombat 9 story, was like, oh, finally starting to pick up the pieces. Played it Mortal Kombat X's story again. Finally understood the whole story. Was on the hype train for Mortal Kombat 11. Played the shit out of that. Got bored. Aftermath came out. Played the shit out of that. Got bored. Movie came out. Played the shit out of that. Currently playing on PC. In case you actually do play Mortal Kombat on Mortal Kombat 11, currently I main Shao Kahn, Scorpion, and Liu Kang.
That didn't do shit, did it?
I'm just saying. Oh yeah. No, it did.
No, it didn't.
No, it did.
I'm changing it again.
I'm just gonna say-
fucking with the camera. That's why I'm not talking.
I'm going to talk about the Mortal Kombat game for a second. If you do not play as Shao Kahn and you do not take advantage of that big ass fucking hammer, what are you doing? And if you only main Scorpion, I will not believe that you've actually played the game for more than 5 minutes. And if you main Liu Kang, you're either an absolute dick or you've got some variety and you realize that he's actually a really good fighter and you don't spam the fuck out of him. That being said, anyone that uses Molina is the exact same.
That being said,
Let's get into the movie.
I feel like your opinions are valid.
Yes, they are. When it comes to this movie and when
Mine?
it comes to my criticisms, they are definitely like
More valid than mine in relation to
the story.
Mortal Kombat lore.
Yes, that's true.
And how faithful this movie is to its source material.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I think this is a good thing.
Yeah.
Because the two completely different sort of opinions on it. Straight off, did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Me too.
Okay, both
Way
times-
more than I thought I would.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. That's good. I've watched
Way
it
more.
twice.
Sorry.
That's all right. I've watched it twice and I enjoyed it more the second time.
That's good. I enjoyed it more. I feel like it had more going on. I mean, it's clearly a different movie and probably different producers and like companies and whatever, but I enjoyed it way more than the Godzilla versus Kong
Oh yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I didn't not like that movie, but I'm just saying I enjoyed this one more.
Yeah, it definitely had more going. And it didn't, it wasn't slowly paced. It was going at a consistent speed pretty much the entire
It was
movie.
consistent, but there were parts where it just jumped
yeah.
randomly, and then I'm like, what was
Yeah,
going on
right.
with the last thing you
Yeah.
were just talking about? Why are you now here? What's
Yeah.
that about?
One thing that I definitely picked up on both times and I thought was a problem both times was
Yeah.
Jax gets his arms frozen off and broken and fucking he basically it looks like he fucking dies. He falls off the third floor of like an abandoned building
And he doesn't
and
die.
he's on the floor and he's just fucking and he, even on the way down, he like hits one of the other floors with no fucking hands to break his fall. With his head, he's just like that, exactly. All right. And
Saw it here first.
just fucking 50 minutes later, he's magically on the table with fucking getting
Hey,
healing.
bro.
Like, you
Raiden-
could have at least
Ra-
showed Raiden finding his body or something.
Raiden don't fuck around.
Raiden don't fuck around. It's true
Except, like, he literally doesn't do shit.
fact. Yeah.
He doesn't fuck around at all.
My second nitpick.
They'd be like, yo, this motherfucker's goated, so like, he's not going to do anything. He's like, okay, cool.
That's
Shield.
definitely my second nitpick. First of all, Raiden in the games does the exact same thing
What do you mean?
where he doesn't participate unless it's in Mortal Kombat. He doesn't even fight in Mortal Kombat.
Oh, right, okay.
Because he is
You can't be Raiden?
Oh, well, you can be Raiden, but in Mortal Kombat, like the story, he does not fight in the Mortal Kombat tournament. Because he is a fucking demigod. And if he had to fight a few, like some of those fighters, they're dead straight away.
Also, CGI in this movie is really good.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was really good.
Oh, yeah.
Apart from Raiden's eyes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That was weird. I don't know.
Raiden's eyes are meant to be just fucking white.
There was something
So
like I get the glowy thing. They tried to do that, but they just looked like a cheap movie.
I don't know
That was
what
the
it
only
is with modern movies nowadays with characters that have white eyes and just not fucking doing it. The only movie I've seen that copies the white eyes from its source material is Deadpool. Lately.
Yeah, well, that was a
Batman
mask.
doesn't do it. Yeah, well, still.
Yeah.
Batman has white eyes in fucking games and shit, and they just put his eyeballs on it.
True. Why don't they do that?
Why do they do that? It
Why
annoys
don't
the
they do
fuck
that?
out of me. Why don't they put white over it?
Yeah.
Because I think it has to do with something with fucking characterization and emotions. Like, how are they supposed to display their emotions without their eyes?
Body language.
Raiden has
Speaking.
in the game. So I still I don't mind his portrayal. He will have a second chance, whoever the actor is. I forgot his name. He'll have a second chance, but Raiden is a very, first word that comes to mind is just powerful. He has the most bold voice. It's just like it empowers every other voice. He makes the big balls decisions.
Yeah.
Right. And he's fucking overpowered. Like he is
Okay.
very fucking powerful. And I feel like this movie did not utilize him at all. I was disappointed by it, but he did have some cool moments. I loved the first scene he was in when he kind of just dropped in after Scorpion just died.
Mm.
Hanzo died because he wasn't Scorpion yet. And he just showed up. It started to rain and he showed up. That was really cool. That was a really great introduction. Maybe because he didn't speak and just ruin everything with his lines, but it was really cool. I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
But
I agree.
that was the only good Raiden scene in the whole fucking movie.
Yeah, he was kind of a bitch.
Yeah. He doesn't fight because it's against the rules.
I know, but like,
But yeah.
bro,
would've-
do something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Like, so this is the other thing is that I don't give it like, not that I don't give a shit about Mortal Kombat. I give sort of a shit, but it's like if the average Mortal Kombat movie goer who is me,
Yeah.
right, and isn't a hardcore Mortal Kombat fanatic,
Yeah.
that's leaning towards you, not quite you. You're probably
Yeah.
a bit lower than that.
Yeah.
I'd say. Like those people don't really like this film,
Yeah, that's
probably
fair.
because it doesn't. It probably I don't know, but I've heard that it doesn't
It
go straight off the source
Yeah.
material. They try to do this new story with this new character Cole, who isn't even a character in the games
nah.
at all. He's just a new guy.
Don't get me started on the fucking dragon tattoo power shit.
You don't like that?
Nah, I
See,
fucking hate it.
Here's the thing. For me, average Mortal Kombat moviegoer, I thought it was okay. I'm like, okay, it's a plot device, 100%.
Yeah.
But I think it works in the movie's favor more than it doesn't.
Used as a plot device, it does work.
That being said, I don't like there is parts of like the whole thing about like they have to find their own power.
Yeah.
That thing is kind of stupid.
Yep.
I don't know if it's I know it is stupid. You want to know why it's stupid? Because Kano, who is one of my favorite characters from that film, 100%. He's so
Deserved.
okay. I'll go on a little Kano rant in a second.
All right, let's go.
But he has a marking, correct?
Yeah.
Yep, he has a marking, and he doesn't have his power. And the way he got his marking was because he killed someone with the marking,
Oh, yeah.
right? And that's how you get the marking. That's one way of getting it. Otherwise, it's plastered to your bloodline, and then you just have it. And he's had that for however long after he's killed whoever. I don't know who he killed. And he still doesn't have his powers. He gets his powers in the film, but he didn't have his powers up to that point. And then the chick, right?
Sonya.
What's the
Blade.
white girl's name?
Sonya Blade.
Sonya Blade. She doesn't have a dragon marking thing. And then she kills Kano, right? After Kano has his powers, and then she kills him and straight away has her powers.
Yeah. She
I was
didn't
like-
have to find
And
her
then there was no acknowledgement of her powers as well. They don't acknowledge each other's powers except for when Kano has a laser eye.
Yeah, that's true.
They're not like, yo, what's the Cole, man, good job, bro.
Yeah, you got your power.
You got your
Like
thing.
Raiden just knew that he had his power for some reason. Like, you know how.
Did you have the armor on yet?
So what happens is he goes back home. Goro starts to attack the home.
That's right.
Big fucking four-arm guy. He's
Yep.
fucking sick. He had great CGI as well. He starts to attack Cole's family. Cole gets his power. Cole kills Goro, but during this entire fight sequence, there is no way Raiden could have known that Cole got his power. And then Raiden suddenly summons him back
All right.
when they start to attack his temple.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Thank you for allowing my champion to get his power." How did you fucking know, Raiden? Did you check up on him? Did you ring him? You say, "Hey, Cole, you got your power yet?"
Do you think he just has that power now? That's just the thing they've just
I
given him.
think, yeah, because Raiden's OP. They probably just were like, "Oh, Raiden would know."
Well, it's also like how the fuck did he know that Scorpion died when Scorpion died?
Exactly. Yeah, he
maybe
definitely has.
maybe he was keeping check on them. I don't know.
Yeah, he has some fucking massive brain power where he's just like, "Yep, champion."
Yeah, but so I didn't like it. They never acknowledged it.
Yeah.
I want to. Yeah, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say quickly, if Raiden knew that Scorpion died straight away, teleported there. If he also knew that Cole got his powers and straight away teleported there, why did he have to go find the champions? Why didn't he just fucking teleport them there?
Plot hole.
Plot hole.
Does he need to like see them first? And he's like, cool.
Nah.
I'm cool. You're like an Apple AirTag. I'm tracking you wherever you are now. I'll put one on you.
No.
It's kind of weird. They don't really explain that.
Gotcha,
I
Warner
think it's good. We should maybe stay on things that we don't like about this movie while we're on it. Some of I heard some of the lines and the writing was like bad. It didn't really hit me until like the second half of the film, I think. maybe because I was just buying into Kano's whole like comedic like relief
As
character.
soon as it started to die out, as soon as he went bad, that's when the comedic devices started to like die out.
yeah.
He didn't get as many
100%.
lines.
As soon as he switches sides, that's when
You recognize.
I start to see all the badness of writing.
Yeah.
Like, fuck, there was one of the most cringiest parts was when they go to that weird void thing. Shout out the movie for recognizing us as the Void Boys.
Yeah, bruh.
I don't know why we weren't there, but they go to the whatever they call the void,
Yeah.
and they're like, he's like something. I don't know what the fuck they do, but like it goes through every like one of their like it's like a headshot of all their faces.
Yeah.
It's like the 5 of them. It's like Raiden and then Cole and then this person and I think he's like saying all their names.
Yeah.
As it's like as he's doing that, and he's like, "We're ready to fight." And I was like, "You guys, like, you didn't need to do that.
Yeah.
You could have just said we're ready to fight."
Yeah.
Or like there was some weird scene like that, and they went. It was like some headshot. It might not have been the void part, but they went. It was like a headshot, and they said the name, and then it was like we're ready, and just even the way like it was just so cliche. It was like every like headshot was a full like second, and you just like you can just feel every millisecond go by.
Avengers Assemble. That's what it was.
What do you mean?
It was like an Avengers Assemble moment. We're ready to fight. Headshot. Headshot. Headshot.
Do they do that in Avengers Assemble?
No, but they do that in the games.
Oh,
and
do they?
anything that tries to replicate that superhero team vibe.
Yeah, and it just didn't. I don't think it worked.
No, it didn't work.
Yeah.
I definitely had an issue with an earlier scene that did feature Kano, but Kano was the only good thing about the scene. It was the part where they are traveling in the desert to go find Raiden's lost temple, and then out of nowhere, you know, Kano starts to antagonize Sonya Blade. Sonya Blade's like, "You want to fight?" Kano's like, "You want to fight?" And then they just fucking square off in the middle of the desert for like 2 minutes. Features a pretty okay fighting scene with some good camera work, but then that's it. It doesn't further the plot at all. It basically just gives Cole point. No, Sonya Blade point. I don't care. Doesn't matter. What really annoyed me with
it
that
was like a pre something to their fight later.
Yeah, that's true, but still, it was fucking
Get rid of
stupid.
it.
Like you could already tell they were gonna fight just how they introduced Kano.
Yeah.
Like she fucking kidnapped
She hates him.
She kidnapped him.
They hate each
He
other.
hates him. That it would have been a better payoff if they had fought right at the end
Yeah, good point.
without that fight.
Yep, good point. I agree.
But one thing I really didn't like about that scene, and I like this character. I like Cole's character. I do like him. He's a pretty good character. But they just walk in, and Kano's like, "Oh, let's go for a rest." And he's like, "No, that's it. Give me your device. I'm taking point." There's a fucking special forces soldier commander motherfucker, Sonya Blade, standing right next to him, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll take point." He's a fucking MMA fighter. He's like, "Oh yeah, let Sonya take point." That would have been enough for me. I would
Give
have
the
been
thing.
like, yeah,
Give the thing.
give me the thing. I'll
Give
take
the thing
point.
to Sonya.
Shut the fuck up, Cole. What the fuck do you know about this shit? Sonya's right there.
Sonya has done all the research, and you've just been like, "I've had this tattoo since I was a child. Since I was a baby, I was born with it. It came my mother's womb, and I had this fucking tattoo.
It was literally,
and it's
okay.
kind of fucking sick, and everyone just thinks I'm cool.
Sonya Blade
But I'm
did
Cole.
100%.
I'm not cool. Spell my fucking name wrong. I spell my name wrong again, Jimothy.
Jimothy. Sonya did the entire assignment, and Cole just plastered his fucking name on it.
No, he presented it.
He presented it. He just fucking.
Yeah, Sonya was like doing all the work, and then Cole was like, "Cool. I'm gonna present it. I'm gonna let you have like 50%, but not really. But like that's what you think.
You take 50%. I'll take 60.
You take 50. You take 50%, and I'll take whatever's left.
Penis.
Whatever's left of the 25 that you're definitely taking, and not the. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking knob. That was funny. It just made me laugh because I was like, "That's so
Yeah.
dumb."
Speaking of Kano,
Mhm.
should I talk about Kano now, or should we try and
Yeah,
rip
let's talk
off the
about-
things that's
Well,
annoying.
do you still have annoying things? We'll talk about
Um,
Kano when we get to good stuff.
He sort yeah. So he sort of generalized like the lines towards the end. They start to get a bit cheesy because after Kano sort of turns bad, he doesn't get as many lines, and you kind of think you don't enjoy him as much because he's a dick, and you're like, "Fuck you," but you're funny at the beginning of the film, so I like you for
Yeah.
that. And what else? trying to think.
It definitely became cliche as soon as they started to,
Yeah.
do the fight scenes. Scorpion's whole introduction, stuff like that. That was very unique.
I like
did
how it
enjoy
came from. It was a bit quick, but
It was very
he was like, just like fighting Sub-Zero, and he's like saw something, and then fucking Scorpion is just there.
Yeah.
Also, is this
I
an
know
epic? I heard this. Oh yeah, so I was listening to the Trying to Meet Game podcast today, and Noel Miller is a fan of Mortal Kombat.
Mm-hmm.
Cody Ko's not. Noel is. And Noel was like mad at the film because it doesn't feel like Mortal Kombat,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
Awesome.
And he was saying like one of the things that they did that happened, or that's like a character thing that they sort of just like made not cool, was the fact that Scorpion like just has a rope and a knife, but he normally has like a snake or something.
The fuck is he talking about?
That's what he said.
The weapons he's using in the movie is the exact same as the
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't
It's
have
a
like
chain.
he doesn't have like a metal, but he had like in the movie it's like a rope.
Is it a rope?
Yeah.
Oh,
not a
well, it's a
chain.
chain in the game.
Oh, okay. Was that the only difference?
Yeah, I guess so. That's the only
Oh,
difference.
okay, so it's fine.
Yeah. So like, yeah, basically the and it's called a what the fuck is it
A
called?
dagger.
No, it's not dagger. It's a kunai. It's
Never heard of it.
I'm pretty sure it's a Japanese like gardening tool.
Okay.
Which is
Oh, yeah,
also
yeah.
used as a knife.
Yeah.
And it comes
That's right.
out of his wrist,
Okay.
and it's not like unlimited extending. It
Yeah.
does have a limit because that's why Sub-Zero was able to pull on it.
Yeah. I was trying to think of.
And there are scenes in the game.
There's some
as
other
well.
like character. I don't think it's Mortal Kombat, and they have something that's like, it's like a chain, and they sort of throw it, but it's a bit more.
Ghost Rider.
Maybe
Ghost Rider's definitely not.
he's got like chains, but there's someone else I'm thinking of, and
And
I
they-
can't.
fucking light on fire.
No, but it's like this
Spider-Man.
weird. It's this weird like thick chain, or maybe it's like Doc Ock or something. I'm thinking
Yeah,
of. I don't
maybe.
know. Yeah, but I don't know. I just thought I'd bring that up because I thought it was interesting.
Well, like I don't mind if it's a rope or a chain. Doesn't really matter.
It
That's
didn't
not-
bother me. I
that's-
thought it was like whatever.
Yeah, chain's definitely cooler, but what can you do? It's a tiny little difference. I thought it was a chain. What the fuck?
No, it was a rope.
The fucking Mandela affecting this shit right now.
Yeah, or you just were asleep the whole time.
That could be true. I was
Talk
very
about Kano.
Yeah, let's move on to the good parts
Good
of the
parts.
movie.
We've got
We're
8
done
minutes,
bashing.
7.5 minutes left.
Shit.
Yeah, so I think Kano, up to when he like switches sides, is the best part of the film for me. And if you're Australian and like you can sort of own that you're Australian, and like you sort of like understand Australian stereotypes and think certain ones are funny or whatever. Kano is fucking hilarious. I was laughing like the whole time. He can vouch for me. I was fucking
It's
like
facts.
I was laughing so much.
You can
And,
tell
like
that-
every line. I was
Yeah.
like, "This is fucking hilarious."
You can tell he was written by an Australian.
Well, I fucking hope so.
You can tell.
If they didn't, they fucking nailed that. Like I'm
Oh, yeah.
swearing, saying fucking in every sentence, and that's how Kano talks to them, just with a bib or fucking grat like this, mate. Yeah, you fucking like. Maybe not that much.
My favorite scene
Fucking
was
whoops.
was when Sonya couldn't enter the fucking arena and Kung Lao stopped her and he was like, "What? Wait, what did you say?"
I don't fucking know.
Yeah, well, like, yeah, Kung Lao was like, only champions can enter the arena. And Ken was like, "Oh, fucking whoops. See ya, blondie." That and when Liu Kang goes to touch him on the shoulder and he's like, "There's much you don't know." And he's like, "The fuck?" That was
like-
so good.
yeah. Everything after was he funny when he was still locked up? I want to say everything
Yeah,
after,
he was still
Okay,
funny.
Pretty much every like scene up to when he switches sides really quickly. By the
Yeah.
way, it didn't take him fucking much at all. Was abdominally hilarious.
Yeah. And I think
that's not
probably,
even an adjective. I
Yeah.
don't think because that's like abdomen.
he's definitely also one of the characters that are most, mirrored the same to the game. He's the exact same.
Okay.
He'll change sides for more money.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the exact same. He's the same, literally the same. He works with them at the beginning, but he wasn't bad before that. And then he turns bad and then stays bad. This one, he kind of was bad, then went good for a bit, then went bad again.
Okay. I see.
So Kano is really like, he's stuck to his
He doesn't
Mortal
have a
Kombat
style.
character.
Yeah, that's cool. Then.
It's really good. It was literally like watching the game version.
That's good.
Exact fucking same.
Shout out to the actor. I don't know the actor's name. I don't even know if he was. I'm assuming he was Australian because he
Oh, he's
nailed that
gotta be
accent.
fucking
He has to be Australian.
Yeah.
If he's not, good job, man.
Movie was also filmed in Australia. The
Was
whole
it?
thing. Yep.
The whole thing.
Whole thing. Adelaide.
There you go. Adelaide of all places,
Yeah.
though.
If you stay during the credits, there is the New South Wales government logo
is there?
at the end.
I think they do that for like every film, don't they?
Well, only films that use the New South Wales government fucking anything, visual
really?
effects. This entire movie was produced in Australia. Shot, VFX,
I didn't know
everything.
that.
Everything.
That's
in
a good
Australia.
fact. Maybe that's why I enjoyed it more.
Yeah.
It's just weird,
It
like
was
maybe
just a fucking Australian movie.
because whenever I hear the only reviews I've seen are from people who aren't Australian,
Yeah.
American or whatever, and I haven't watched too many, but I know that it's gotten very mixed reviews, and I didn't hear about Kano at all before going to
That's so weird. Because he's definitely probably the best character in the game.
He's in the game,
In the movie!
in the movie.
He's not that good in the game. I hate
He's the
playing
best character. Like he's the most memorable character
Yeah.
in the movie up to when he switches sides. And then you're like, I don't give a shit, and that's when the movie starts to fall off and starts to lose its like whatever a bit.
Yeah.
And but here's the other thing: if you're not Australian, that probably isn't funny to you,
Yeah, exactly.
right? So I'm laughing my fucking head off at this Kano guy just saying all this fuck shit, just
Yeah.
whatever, like having a go at everyone all the time and just being the most stereotypical outback. I'm gonna kill your fucking dad and your nan. I'm gonna kill your dad, your nan, your crocodile monster thing in your sleep while I'm sleeping with my weird knife and a gun that I just stole off your nan. Vibe like
perfect.
they've nailed that. And yeah, like Annie was saying that it is like I think just before he switches,
Yeah.
like he's reached his limit. It's gone like okay,
Yeah. That's probably
you've started. It's okay. It's funny, haha. But
Yeah.
you've just tone it down a little bit, and then he switches sides,
That's
and you're like, fuck. I wish I didn't say that.
I won't tell you what happens in the game as well.
You
'Cause
won't.
Just in case you play it.
Okay.
Although I do recommend watching Mortal Kombat 9 and Mortal Kombat 10 before you actually start that game.
Okay.
Because I gave Mortal Kombat 11 when I gave him the Xbox.
Yeah.
And he's going to play it now because of the movie.
Yeah.
He will.
I want to play Arkham Knight.
Oh, fuck.
I downloaded that.
That's good.
I want to
Good
play
shit.
that.
You don't have to play the other ones to play that one as well.
I've watched so many just random clips of Arkham Knight. Like I've seen it's like, oh, the ending.
It's really fun.
The other ending. The Batmobile.
The Batmobile.
Batmobile is fucking sick as shit. That's
Yeah.
the best Batmobile. I don't give a fuck.
It's facts.
I wish they did that in the movie. The way it turns into like a tank and then you could just like move like a crab. Like I wish they did that in the movie.
All right. I'm going to quickly get into the last things I liked about the movie.
All right. We can try and wrap it up before
I can do that.
29.
I've got the skills.
40.
All right. First of all,
Okay.
they had really, really, really fucking good cameos. I saw, and this you won't know. I saw Nightwolf, fucking sick. Kotal Khan, fucking sick. Shao Kahn twice, which is good because he is the biggest character in Mortal Kombat, probably besides Raiden. And there were nods to Bo Rai Cho. There were nods. Obviously, Reptile was in it, and it was the Reptile from the game. They used his name. And there was nods to a shitload of characters, Hopefully they use the wider Lin Kuei clan later on. They bring in Cyrax and shit. That'd be fucking sick. Maybe the Cyber Lin Kuei. He would lose his shit over that because that's definitely some of the coolest stuff in the game. Just wait until he finds out that it's not actually fucking Sub-Zero that kills Scorpion. He's going to shit himself. And basically, I thought Scorpion was a fucking awesome character, but my favorite character in the whole movie was Kung Lao because he literally didn't have a bad moment. Because he was in it for such a short time, they
True.
just utilized him.
The
to
guy with the
best of
long
his
hair?
ability. He's the guy with the hat.
Oh, I was saying the other way around.
Yeah,
I like the guy with the long hair more. The guy with the hat kind of didn't do too much for me.
exactly.
You know who he reminds me of?
He's not meant to do that much. He's like a side character.
You know who he reminds me of?
Who?
Embo.
Who the fuck's Embo?
Bro. He's a Star Wars bounty hunter.
Oh, yes.
He's got the fucking hat and he just like
Yes.
throws the hat around. It's like they both have the same
Yes.
thing. Anyway,
Literally, yeah.
to wrap it up now,
Yeah.
what do you
I'm
rate
just-
it?
6 out of 10.
It's about the same for me.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, they definitely have potential for the next ones. I know that the guy who
they're doing a
plays...
sequel.
Yeah, I know the guy that plays Sub-Zero signed on for another 4 movies.
Okay.
You won't understand that because he literally died, but he comes back.
Oh yeah, 100%. Anyway, we wrap it up now. 'cause
We'll
the
wrap it up
camera's
now.
off. Cool.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby. Sushi tonight. KFC.
Mortal Kombat, baby.
Mortal Kombat, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Okay, we'll see you in the next section.
Woo!
And, yeah, cool. Rui is pissed
Yeah.
for the portrayal of Raiden. But if you wanted to hear about that, if you wanted to hear about our Mortal Kombat review, then you should have gone back and listened to the section. Welcome back to part 2, weekly whatever. What's whatever? What do we
What's
do?
whatever?
Questions? We do questions first?
Well, I was going to say something first, actually.
Cool. What are you going to say, man?
Why the fuck haven't you watched the Mortal Kombat section if you're here? Go to your theater, watch it, and then come back. Yeah,
if
that's
you
it.
want.
No, fucking do it. Support your local theater. Okay, I'll start off with my questions, actually.
Yo.
Okay. So obviously I have some Bad Batch questions. So should
Uh-huh.
I answer those now?
I'm trying to see how quiet I could be. Fucking if you know, you said you had a Mortal Kombat question.
Yeah,
so
I did have.
So just do them in order of
Alright.
whatever.
Okay, well I'll do a Mortal Kombat question first. This is Emily. Thanks,
Yo.
Em, for sending in your questions. I actually went to go watch the Mortal Kombat movie with her. She plays the Mortal Kombat games. I got her into it at work. Well, she got into it herself, but I furthered the education.
Okay.
She said, I want to know what your hopes are for the next Mortal Kombat movie after seeing the new one.
I get why you wanted to talk about them in more
Yeah.
conversation now.
So
That's fair.
Yeah, obviously, after watching the movie, my expectations are lower because
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a bigger movie. I thought they could have advanced some stuff better. But seeing as I know they'll be bringing in Noob Saibot next movie, I'll be really excited because he's actually one of my favorite characters in the whole Mortal Kombat franchise.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to be expanding on the fucking Shirai Ryu and the other clan. I forgot it already. The Lin Kuei. And I want them to do more Lin Kuei because they're obviously going to introduce Sub-Zero's younger brother, Kuai Liang. And he is the good Sub-Zero. He's fucking awesome. He's actually like fucking 10
Is he a
times
G?
better. He's a G. And he's a
Okay.
good guy too. He's
Okay.
not bad.
All right. Noted.
It'll be really interesting to see the relationship between Scorpion and him, knowing that, there's obviously more happening behind the scenes. I'm excited to see Johnny Cage. I'm really hoping they bag Ryan Reynolds for that role because he would
Would he
fit
be
like
good?
a fucking glove.
Yeah.
Yeah, fit just like a glove.
Dan, you're on with the words today, boy.
I hope they keep Cole.
I know Johnny
um,
Cage in the next time they tease that.
Yeah. I hope they keep Cole because he
I
was
hope
a
he
good
dies,
character.
but no.
Yeah, I hope he dies. I really do hope he dies later, but like a memorable, good death, or maybe like a Kung Lao death from the games. If you
Yep.
guys know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
Yeah, and
Guys,
that's why I said what the
guys.
fucking play the fucking game.
Guys, see, because I'm a crewmate.
Exactly.
And
I'm the imposter,
Y'all, the imposter.
and I really, really, really fucking hope they bring in the Cyber Lin Kuei because that 100% is probably one of my favorite little like side plot fucking scenes in the whole fucking Mortal Kombat franchise. I want to see Shao Kahn so bad, and I want him to be played by I actually don't know who I want him to be played by because he's such a
Bly.
played by. I can't fucking speak.
Commander Bly.
Can't want him to be played by Josh Brolin, only because I've seen him as Thanos, and I'm like,
This
he
man,
pulls
bro.
off really good big villains, and that's exactly what he is.
sussy. Sorry, I need to stop with the fucking.
I want to
manga
see some
thing.
more sorcerers like Ermac and shit like
I've
that.
heard of
so,
Ermac.
So I do want to see more characters be introduced, but they have to do it slowly because
Yeah,
it
right.
is a movie. Unless they want to increase the runtime.
Do a
then-
TV show.
Yeah, do a fucking TV show.
Do a
That would have
TV
worked
show.
way better.
You reckon?
But
Would it?
Yeah. The story, not the story that you saw. The story in the game would work better
Okay.
as a TV show. 100%.
Okay. I see.
And I'll get on to my next questions.
Okay, very nice.
Who's your favorite Bad Batch character? I haven't actually said my favorite Bad Batch character. I don't think this is from Jazz. Thanks, Jazz. I already know who hers is because she watched it the other day and was like, "Hey, he's
Favorite, eh?
favorite."
Let's do process of elimination here.
All right.
Wrecker's out.
What the
Crosshairs.
fuck?
Crosshairs is out.
Crosshairs out. Yeah, crosshairs out.
Sorry, we had a bit of a different thing there. I don't not like Wrecker. I'm just like he's definitely at the bottom.
Yeah, that's fair.
Above Crosshairs probably because
Right.
he's like, as D. Bradley Baker said. Have you seen that video of him and he does all the voices like one after the other?
No.
That's fucking crazy.
I've
He
gotta watch
he
it.
goes like, so you've got your normal clone, which sort of sounds like, your regular thing, like a Rex, a Captain
reg.
Rex.
Yeah.
And then you've got your Hunter, who's got a bit more of a growl to his tone or whatever. And then you've got your Tech, who is a bit more pronounced and a bit more British and he goes through all the voices. I'm trying to like mimic how he did it, but he goes through all these different voices. Like everyone straight after the other. That's fucking crazy because the whole basically the whole show is him in a fucking booth with John
literally-
Favreau.
Yeah, it is. It
He's
is
just like
him.
John Favreau's like, go, and he's like, Omega, and that's the show.
Omega. I'm gonna get.
I'm Omega. Shut
Okay,
up.
obviously,
bitch.
Omega's actually down the bottom for me because she is technically a Bad Batch member.
No, she's not a fucking bad Batman. She's an altered clone, is what she is.
Nah, she's part of Bad Batch. She will be.
We'll talk about that when we fucking get.
She's
to
at
it,
the
mate.
bottom for me now, only because
Okay.
I've only seen her in 2 episodes. She has a lot to look up, like to
Work towards. I
work
guess.
towards. Yes. Yeah, and Crosshair's out for me.
Cross. Yeah. I was like, yeah, but I thought you were talking about someone else. I would probably put. So what have I got? So Omega. I'd put Crosshairs above Omega at the moment.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about Omega.
Oh,
at
like
the moment.
Crosshair was all the scenes he's had so far are fucking sick.
They're cool. Like especially his
And
like
you can't just
his
like
his
yeah.
pre Death Troop outfit.
Yeah.
It's tight as fuck. Anyway, we got to talk
And you
about that in the
can't-
actual
yeah,
show,
yeah.
the review. Yeah. So Omega, Crosshairs, Wrecker. I would say. I'm probably gonna say Tech.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that one.
So Tech there, Tech in third place. Now I've got Echo and Hunter. I think Hunter has to be top for me.
Yeah,
And then
He's fucking
Echo's second,
wonderful.
just because of Echo's past.
Yeah.
And we've seen him in like other things, and the fact
Yeah.
they brought him back is great.
Okay, I'll start with mine now.
Yeah.
Omega
Yeah.
is down the bottom.
Omega.
I fucking
Okay.
love the accent. It's so well done.
It is a bit harsh.
Oh, I fucking love it though. It's
They're
good.
leaning into it so
Yeah.
much.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, whatever. You next.
And then I will go Crosshair.
Yep.
And then I'll go Tech.
Okay.
And then I'll go Echo.
Okay.
And
you
then
like
I'll go
Wrecker.
Wrecker. And then
Wow.
I'll go Hunter.
Wow,
I
nice.
fucking love Wrecker.
Really?
He's fucking hilarious. He's hilarious.
He's getting smarter too.
Yeah. And he's, I feel, okay.
Should we shut up?
Yeah. That's it. That was the question. I'm not diving into the question. All right. Next one is expectations for Loki. This drops in a month and a half.
Yeah.
And honestly, I'm expecting it to be a mind fuck. I'm expecting every episode to finish in a cliffhanger, without a doubt. This won't be like
You reckon?
it won't be like
I don't know
WandaVision
what to expect at all. I don't because I've heard it's going to jump over timelines. I've heard whatever, but
It's
Lightning McQueen's in it, and that's all I care about.
exactly right. I'm so excited for Owen Wilson, dude. He's going to be so good. But yeah, I'm expecting every episode to end in a cliffhanger. So you will be hearing my rants every single fucking episode,
Okay.
no doubt. Just
Okay.
because of
I don't
cliffhangers.
think that's going to happen.
Oh, I bet. I fucking bet
Would you
you
put money on
$5 it's going to happen. $5. We'll start low.
Five. Okay. So what are we betting? So we're betting that.
I'm betting that $5
Yeah.
that every single episode finishes in a cliffhanger.
Okay. And if your bet is wrong, even if we get to like episode 1 or 2, wait, is this the majority of episodes or every episode is a cliffhanger? Do you want to open your luck up a little bit?
Yeah,
or
we'll
do you-
open up a little bit. Majority. I'll say more than half of the episodes are going to
More than half is the majority for you. Okay.
Yeah. So that would mean
I'm speaking the wrong end of the microphone again.
that would mean
That's why
that
I sound like this.
more than 4 episodes will end in cliffhangers.
How many episodes
pretty
are
sure
there?
there's 8.
Okay, let's say there's 8. Let's say so you need 5 or more. 4 does not count.
Okay. Yeah.
5 or more.
Yeah.
5 or greater.
Yeah. I'll
Okay.
go with that. Yep. Bet.
So equal to or greater than 5.
Yep.
So it's like the equal. It's like the greater with the line under it.
Yep.
All right. That's
I'm okay with that.
I don't know how to actually write this out or whatever. But so if equal to or greater than 5 episodes, ending cliffhangers, I give you $5.
Yes.
But if equal to or less than 5 episodes, so if it's half,
Yeah.
you have to give me $5.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. Shake on it.
Bet
It's here.
sealed.
Make the bet. Don't know if we're going to remember it. Hopefully we do.
No,
I think we will.
We will. We'll have like a counter in the background.
A what?
A counter in the background. Cliffhangers, not cliffhangers. On the wall.
No, just like cliffhangers and then just the number.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I have one last question,
Yep.
but I'm not going to answer it until we've done the Bad Batch section.
Okay, it's
Does that
in
lead to-
relation?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go through my questions. Okay, first question. Thoughts on disposable vapes?
Okay. Dispose. The fuck, dude. Yeah, not bad. I mean,
Vapes aren't good anyway.
they're not good.
So no.
they're not
my
good,
answer.
but like I don't give a shit.
if a friend has one,
Don't care. Yeah, if a friend has one, don't
like
care.
I don't vape or I don't smoke or whatever, but a friend is like, if a friend, like I'm at a party and a friend's like, yo, do you want to do this? And I'll just, I'll be like, yeah, and I embarrass myself because I don't do it at all.
Yeah.
I'll take a bit, I'll take a hit. Like, would you say take a hit?
Yeah, you'll take a hit and go.
And go fuck!
Yeah, Jazz has one, so every now and then I practice.
I'm like, yo,
Like,
let me get a hit.
yeah.
Yo, I'm high as fuck right now. It doesn't do anything to you. Oh, sick.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck
Fuck yeah. Vape time, baby. Fuck yeah.
I love that guy, dude.
So
Oh, I forget his name.
yeah, me too. Apparently
You know-
he was on the H3 podcast.
Was he? Oh, speaking of TikToks.
Fuck yeah.
Speaking of
Yeah.
TikToks. Actually, we should probably go through questions first. So,
All right.
thoughts on disposable vapes? Same as vapes. Don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
If you vape, cool. Probably not good for you because it's water going into your lungs. Next question.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Next question is White Frank Ocean? Question mark.
White Frank Ocean.
Hmm.
Fuck yeah, baby. No, that's weird. I don't even listen.
you-
To,
no,
I don't
okay.
listen to Frank Ocean that much. I don't even know what he looks like. I've seen pictures of
enough.
him, but I forget. So yeah,
I'm trying to think of like a good. Okay, you ever seen the picture and it's like of, or the no, it's like I think it's photoshopped or it could just be a white guy that looks like excessively like Kanye West, but as a white guy, and then same with Jay-Z.
yeah.
So I don't know if you've heard of this song. I can't say who's in Paris, but
Oh, okay.
and then it literally says like fellas in Paris because they're white. So it'd be like that.
White Frank Ocean. I see.
And here's a fun fact actually, because I'm a Frank Ocean connoisseur and I love
He
him
used to
very
be
much.
white.
He used to be white. This is a reverse Michael Jackson. That's fucked up. No. He was that album that Fellas in Paris song is on.
Yeah.
is called Watch the Throne. I have it on vinyl actually. It's in my
Watch the
cupboard.
Throne. Cool.
It's probably I want to say it's my favorite Kanye album, but My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy is growing on me. I know everyone loves that album, but I never saw the hype. And up until recently, I've been starting to listen to it a little bit more. Like every now and then, I've gone, yeah, it's actually really good. Talking to the wrong spot of the microphone again, you fuckwit. And people might not classify the Watch the Throne album as a Kanye album because it's a collaboration project. But another example would be Kid See Ghost, which came out 3 years ago, which I love as well, which is a collaboration between him and Kid Cudi.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Cudi. I don't know however
Kid
it's said.
Cudi.
And I really love that. But I would probably put Watch the Throne at 1. And sorry, I didn't get to my fun fact. My fun fact is Frank Ocean is actually has 2 features on that album. So I guess you could say it's part of the Fellas in Paris if there was a white Frank Ocean.
Well, there you go.
So yes or no to the question? No.
No.
Okay, cool. Next question. Is J. Cole overrated?
Okay. Again, I don't listen to J. Cole that much, but I see the hype over J. Cole, and I see a lot of people enjoy his
He released a
music.
song yesterday.
Oh, I did.
Didn't
Cool.
listen to it. I got to, but
I don't listen to his stuff, but like from what I've heard, he's a good artist, and he has a lot of fans. Like he's very, very fucking
yeah.
popular.
there's when like a certain artist has a certain stereotype of a fan.
Mhm.
Well, that like
He
if
has
you're
one.
a fan of that artist, it's a stereotype.
Mhm.
Like you can be the stereotype. For example, J. Cole fans. And then you've got certain attributes that would acquire to you.
Let's see
if
if,
you're
I
a
can
J. Cole
match them
fan.
with the people I know.
If you're like an avid J. Cole fan and you talk about it and you're like, man, like J. Cole's good, you think he's the best. There's no like if you really, really like J. Cole and you don't fuck with like Kendrick Lamar that much or whatever, you're like, yeah, he's the GOAT. He's the greatest of all time. 100%. Even though his discography would say otherwise. It's not a diss. I like his music. It's great. He definitely makes better music than I do.
Fair enough.
But Kendrick Lamar is definitely above J. Cole. That's all I'm saying. I'm a bit of a Kendrick Lamar fan, if you can't tell.
The stereotype.
But I wouldn't say he's overrated. I definitely think people might overhype him in certain situations, and I wouldn't say he's the greatest of all time, but like in a rapper's sense, but I wouldn't say he's overrated. Like if you put him in a spot, like somewhere under Kendrick Lamar, and you could probably say I would say that J. Cole sort of competes with Drake even more. Just because they both have a more listenable voice than Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar kind of has a weird voice, I would say.
Yeah.
But J. Cole is more, how do I put this? Like, what do you call it?
I don't know.
The type of rap that's like
We know
conscious.
about-
He's more like conscious, where like Drake is more of a pop guy at the
okay.
moment. Okay,
I see.
but as of levels, as skill of a rapper, J. Cole's probably better. But is he overrated? No.
Well, there's your answer.
In some aspects, he's underrated because I'm pretty sure he produces most of his music
Oh,
by
well, there you go.
himself,
That's cool. That's cool.
and not many people be talking about that. He doesn't put a tag on it. He doesn't put like J. Cole on the beat or some fucking shit. Like you just know he produces it because it's in the
DJ
Cole.
DJ Cole.
Got him.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck
J.
yeah,
Cole.
baby.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Yeah, and then the last, so is he underrated? No. Do you have an opinion on that?
No.
Cool. Last question is from the same guy who asked the last one, who's my friend Ari.
Yeah.
He asks,
What do you know about?
can I be on the pod with the very satisfied emoji?
Oh.
Can I be on the pod?
What's the fucking satisfied emoji? Oh, that one. Yeah.
And he's
Okay,
like,
cool.
when it's like,
Yeah.
taking a nice exhale, I would describe it as. You know what I mean?
Hey, what fucking movies do you watch, Ari? Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
You coming from my mate Ari, bro.
Ari, baby.
Why are you coming for
Fuck yeah,
Ari
baby.
for, bro?
Fuck yeah.
What did he do to you, man?
I'm just
He's
saying,
been sending messages about the podcast and shit. He's like, bro, it's so good.
fuck yeah, baby.
That's your response.
Fuck
So can
yeah,
you be on
baby.
the pod? Yeah,
Fuck
when
yeah,
we have more than 2 channels on this tiny
Dude.
fucking red box.
Oh my god. And
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Started on when I looked at it and when I saw the fucking prices on that motherfucker.
Oh, when you looked them up?
Yeah, I looked it up and I was like, I can't be.
Yeah. They're expensive as a bitch, man.
They're expensive as a bitch. We gotta
Especially-
fucking start putting up a GoFundMe page and like put
Fund the
both of our
podcast.
funds.
And put
Yeah.
names. You have your name over the whole video for the whole time. I don't give a fuck.
If you donate, you will be a guest on the podcast. You don't even have to watch the movie. You can just sit in the fucking background and do whatever the
I
fuck you want.
know a bunch of people would have said, I would love to come, or I want to be on the podcast.
Yeah, I've heard the same.
So, no, Jasmine does.
Yeah.
Annie does.
Yeah.
Probably together.
Yeah.
Actually, they probably do the podcast. And
Yeah, they can do
we'd
it,
sit in we got to do that actually.
Yeah.
Actually, that'd be fucking funny as. We
That's
have
the
to do a
Twilight.
podcast one day where it's just them doing a podcast and we're like
If
in
they-
the background tied up for the whole thing.
If they don't do the hour and a half, they can just do one section.
They can do one section. Yeah,
Yeah.
like we do a Twilight. We're doing Twilight every week or something. And
Yeah.
just for that Twilight section, it's the last section of every week. We're like tied up to a fucking to something, and we're just there like for the whole time with duct tape over our faces, like
I'm cool with that. That'd be fucking hilarious.
for the whole time. That'd be funny.
I know Dane wants to be in it.
Dane wants to be in it.
Yeah, Dane was an original member when it first
Of
was
the,
conceived.
the idea before it was even had a name.
Yeah. So yeah, he has to be on it.
Yeah.
Without
Ari
shadow
wants
of
to
a
be
doubt.
on it.
Ari wants to be on it.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers want to be on it. Just,
know what I'm
just
saying?
jump on. Just have fun.
We'll get it eventually when we
When it works
when
out.
I get it good. What the
I also
it'll
have
work.
another question that
Yo,
popped
yo,
up.
yo, 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 yo,
Is
yo,
Mortal
yo.
Kombat a good movie or just the best video game movie so far?
Okay, because I am not an avid Mortal Kombat fan, and because if you went back and listened to my review, I actually thought this when I walked out of the cinema. I think that was the best video game movie that I've seen.
Yeah. Fair.
I haven't seen Sonic. I've
Okay.
heard that's good.
Sonic is a good movie. Sonic is a really good movie, but it does not follow its, video game counterpart. And
No,
the person who answered the question, shout out Josiah, thanks for asking that question.
yeah, Josiah, bro.
I had a discussion with him the other day about this topic, and he explained to me Sonic is not really a video game movie. It's a movie.
It's a movie with a video game
Sonic.
character.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. That's a good way of putting it.
Yeah, it's a really good movie.
Yep.
Without a doubt, if you were to watch Sonic, you'd
Yep.
have fun with it.
Do you
100%.
know Need for Speed?
Yeah.
So there was a Need for Speed movie they put out with Aaron Paul, I think.
Aaron Paul?
He's from Breaking
How
Bad,
can
right?
you? How
Yeah.
can you fuck up a movie with Aaron Paul?
I don't know, man. But just to give an example, they didn't use real cars. So at the end, there's this big like race, right? And there's in the race there's expensive cars. So I'm going to name some brands. So there's like a Lamborghini, which you've heard of, but the model is a Sesto Elemento, and they go for stupid amounts of money because there's only however many of them in the world. Like there's not a lot. It's not a mass produced car. I don't even think it might be road legal. I could be wrong. Anyway, then there's a bunch of there's like 2 Koenigsegg's. I think there's a Bugatti in there.
Fuck
Anyway,
yeah.
some other cars, very like millions of dollars worth
Fuck
of
yeah,
cars,
cars. Fuck
Right?
yeah, baby.
But they used replicas for the filming of the movie, and the Sesto Elemento doesn't have because of how stripped out the interior is. Right, it doesn't have like comfortable seats, doesn't have whatever, doesn't have it has a little flap in the window that you can open.
Yeah.
That's how you open the window. In the movie, one of the characters goes up. He like gets out of his car. He goes up to the guy in the Sesto Elemento and like knocks on the window, and the guy like
Presses the
Press the
fucking button.
thing, and it like goes down.
That's so funny.
Maybe it's like a modded Sesto Elemento, and they gave him electric windows. I don't know, but what I was going to say was, so I don't think the Need for Speed movie is a Need for Speed movie. I think Fast and the Furious 1 to 2 are the best Need for Speed movies, probably.
Well, there you go.
Because that's about street racing and stuff.
I've got to watch them. I've got to watch them just because I want to compare them to Fast and Furious.
That's the
First-
only Need for Speed movie ever.
Oh,
It's a
is there
game.
Oh, well, there you go. I still haven't played the game. Oh, well, I have played the game, but here and there.
I'll be playing the game.
I do know that when The Last of Us eventually comes out on HBO Max, that will be the best video game adaptation for anything ever.
Oh, they better be, dude.
It will be. It will be. There's no doubt now.
What other?
Do you know who got cast as?
I think you mentioned there was someone who's came up recently. And I was like, what?
fuck, Tommy.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
cast.
yeah.
And
Pedro.
No, Pedro's playing Joel.
Oh,
Fuck, I forgot
What?
his name. Yeah,
Joel.
Joel.
Like
Pedro
the Joel.
is playing the Joel.
Really?
Yes.
I forget that. That's fucking crazy.
Um,
Who plays Tommy? I swear you said it was Pedro.
no.
Who's playing Ellie?
Wait. Ghost Rider actors. Oh, Ellie is being played by someone in by someone in the movie
Oh, thanks, man.
in Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay.
Wait, Agents of Shield, Ghost Rider.
Okay. Sorry, we're having it on the
Gabriel
phone.
Luna. Gabriel Luna is playing Tommy. He is also a Latino actor.
Yep.
He's really fucking cool. He was in the latest Terminator movie,
Okay.
which was pretty shit. And I don't know his role in it.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was a dumpster fire from when it was conceived.
Okay.
But he's a good actor. He was really, really fucking good as Ghost Rider in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yep.
It's the only reason I got back into it. As soon as he disappeared, I left.
I see.
But I will, yeah. So right now, Mortal Kombat
What's-
probably is the best.
What are some other ones that have come out that you can recall?
That's what I'm trying to think of. Video game movies. I can't fucking think of any. I know Uncharted's
fuck? Yeah.
Uncharted's coming out soon.
I'm trying to think too. I can't
Maybe
think of
that'll
shit.
be good. I don't think it will because Uncharted the game is very hard to
I
beat.
can't think of shit, dude. There's been heat. Oh, Assassin's Creed.
That was
I
fucking
didn't watch that.
dog shit.
I didn't watch that.
That was fucking shit. Sorry, for Michael Fassbender. That was dog shit.
There you go.
Absolute dog shit. I was so sad with that.
I'm trying to think of other ones. What if I look up?
We've obviously got Super Mario Bros. From 1993.
Classic.
There are 2 Mortal Kombat movies prior to this one. I know that both are shit.
Okay.
So,
Fair call.
what about recent ones? Here are some recent ones. We got fucking Max Payne in 2008, Far Cry in 2008. What the fuck? Tekken, Prince of Persia with Jake Gyllenhaal.
Okay. Yep.
That was shit. Need for Speed, obviously. It was a Hitman, Agent
I know.
47
You're on
movie.
the same. Oh no, you're on the same thing as me.
Oh, Tomb Raider. Did you watch Tomb Raider?
Nope.
I didn't watch Tomb Raider either. Rampage.
Bunch of Pokemon ones.
Did you watch Rampage? Oh, Detective Pikachu.
Oh right.
How
yeah.
could I forget Detective
Yeah,
Pikachu?
okay.
No, Detective Pikachu's better than Mortal Kombat.
You reckon?
Yeah.
I've heard good things.
Monster Hunter came out last year. I've heard bad things.
What about the Angry Birds movie?
No, that
I think
doesn't
that
count.
was
That's a
a
movie.
classic. I think that's cinema. Like that's
Yeah, 100%.
That's like not even fair to put them next to each other. You know what I mean?
Can't compare the two.
Oh,
that's my last question for the weekly whatever. Thanks, Josiah, for fucking out my brain. Fucking forgot all video game movies.
Well, I want to bring up this thing that came up for me on my TikTok For You page.
Yep.
Just seeing if there's anything else. Oh, do you see the fucking Disney lightsaber shit?
Nah.
You didn't? Holy fuck, cunt. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. You're going to shit yourself.
Disney new lightsaber prop. Okay, go. Wait a minute.
That's not edited. There's another video.
Won't be available for purchase. Why not?
Because it's fragile as a bitch.
Makes
Would you like to know how it works?
How?
It works. Okay, you ever fucked with a tape measure before?
Mm-hmm.
You know, a tape measure, it can it's in the tiny little thing and it can go to like 8 meters.
Yeah.
Right? Or depending on how big the tape measure is, I guess. It works like that. There's 2 little like rolls inside it next to each other.
Yep.
One above each other. And they sort of go up. Right? And then there's LED strips. And then that's what carries the whole like blade up and brings it back down. It's really clever.
That is.
But it's not like structurally stable
Can you
at all.
swing it?
You probably swing it. You probably couldn't hit anything with it, but
Yeah. Fuck, I'm gonna throw my lightsaber at Disney fucking parks as Ray and see if a lightsaber.
because it'll probably be for like live shows and shit. Like, because that'll look really cool in
Yeah,
person.
that'll look fucking sick.
Yeah. Okay. I want to bring this thing up. So I got 2 videos, pretty close one after the other. We've got like 3 minutes, so I guess
Yeah,
we'll wrap it up after this. Pretty like close one after another on my For You page, and it's both to do with Henry Cavill.
Oh, okay.
First one, it says roles Henry Cavill could play in the MCU, and it has all these roles. Who do you think he would play really well?
Captain Britain,
Yeah,
without a fucking doubt. That's the first thing.
is he relevant?
Captain Britain?
Yes.
Like he'd be a good character, just a side character. He'd be a good like Hawkeye in a new Avengers team.
What?
He'd be a good new Hawkeye.
Oh, I
in the
see.
Avengers team.
Okay, but he's
And
not like a
because-
main character.
No, he's not a main character. And I know that Captain Britain in a storyline, he loses his powers and then it goes to a Spider-Man in a different dimension has his powers.
Oh, right. Okay.
And it's like Spider-Man, but from Britain. And he's got the fucking Union Jack on his chest and he has Captain Britain's powers.
Cool.
But he's a Spider-Man.
Cool.
That would be cool. But Captain Britain.
Okay. What about Hercules?
Yeah, that could work as well. Yeah.
What about, this is one that, I'm just trying to remember the ones that this guy put on his video. What about Sentry?
Sentry. No.
No?
No.
Okay. Fair enough. What about Wolverine?
Too tall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I saw it.
And-
It doesn't really look like it.
okay.
You know who would play
Whoa!
What is happening with the
yeah.
headphones? You know who would play an amazing Wolverine? And this video actually made me go, fuck, you're not
Who?
wrong. John Bernthal. Did he say his name?
Yeah.
Right? Everyone's like, oh, Punisher, whatever. Right? This guy did a video on it and he explained why. I was like, bro, I hate that you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Because, and then, do you know who he said he would play a really good Punisher?
Who?
You ever watch Baby Driver?
Yeah.
The white guy who is like on
John
the
Hamm.
team. Is that his name?
John Hamm. Yeah. Yeah.
Him.
Yeah.
He'd play a
Shit,
good.
yeah.
And then
Nice.
they showed his art. He showed these artworks and stuff, and it was like all these different like pictures, and he was like, "This is exactly what I see." And then in Punisher, he played some audio things from Punisher, and he was like, "When I listen to this, I just hear Wolverine, and he's him going like, rah, rah,
Oh, yeah.
and like punching the shit out of motherfuckers."
Okay. It's pretty hard
It's
to
a
not
good-
see him as Punisher
It's a
after
good.
season.
Oh
2.
yeah, I know, but like it's good. And apparently Warner Bros. Really fired Henry Cavill on his birthday.
I'm thinking the same thing.
I think they did.
I
And
think
if-
they did it previously. That's probably why he wasn't into the Snyder Cut thing at all. Yeah, exactly. MCU fans. Come Henry. We will treat you well here.
We will.
I
do you have
was
anything
gonna
else to
say-
Yep.
Wolverine casting. Yeah. I have had
Pedro Pascal.
thought- I wanted it for a time. Daniel Radcliffe.
Nah, sorry.
Have you seen Daniel Radcliffe in like that Guns for Hands?
No.
movie?
Is that
It's
good?
fucking hilarious. And he has the beard
Okay.
and he can grow the hair.
Okay.
And he's a short Canadian
I think
man.
it's just like his.
He probably couldn't do the yell.
No, I
like
think
the
it's just
scream.
his voice. I just can't. It's
Yeah, he
not-
probably
it's not
couldn't do the
deep
voice.
enough.
But he looks like with his hair out, he could look like
I
Wolverine.
think it's his face too. I think you know what it is.
What?
I'm too used to Hugh Jackman.
Yeah, that's
That's
definitely
what it
it.
is. All right.
And I had another one, but I forgot his name. Fuck. That actually really makes me mad now that I just forgot about him. His father is a very fucking famous director and actor, and he's getting really old now. Fuck. How could I forget the fucking guy?
Is he white?
Yep.
Yeah, I was going
Fuck
to
it. You know what? Pause it now because we'll go over to the next section.
Okay,
and I'll
we'll
find
end it. Okay, so yeah, this section is wrapping up. Probably tell by the music that's playing when you whatever. And I hope you like music, and we'll see you in the next section. Isn't that
yeah.
right? Isn't that right, Ron?
Yes, sir.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wait. All right, there we go. Now it's started.
Scott Eastwood
That was the person who
is his name. Clint Eastwood's son.
There you
is
go.
who I think should
That's-
play Wolverine.
I saw. Just going off the look. Yeah, man, looks good.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for you, but
Yeah.
do you know what the real name of the Bad Batch show is?
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a couple of options.
I already know what it is.
It's not Clone Wars Season 8, by the way.
No.
All right?
What is it?
Is it Bad Bitch, Sad Batch, the Chad Batch,
That's a pretty good one.
or how do I put the Bad Scratch?
Okay. Simple. One answer.
It's option 3, by the way.
It's
Chad Batch.
Clone Wars 2.
Fuck off.
They
Here's the
literally
thing.
burned the look.
Everyone's like, oh, it's Clone Wars Season 8. Yeah, because it looks like it. The
Yeah,
Clone
but
Wars
it's
are over.
completely
Yeah.
fucking
The
different.
Clone Wars are over.
They said that.
Focus
already.
on me. The Clone Wars are over. That's why the show cannot be called Clone Wars Season 8.
Exactly, and they
you
said
absolute
that.
imbecile. Who said
They
that?
fucking said that.
Who
They
said it?
that in the show? The Bad Batch.
When?
The Chad Batch.
Your cologne.
They fucking said it.
What
All
the
right.
fuck did you just throw to the camera?
My Kit Kat rapper. I'll get it. It's okay. Sorry. Fuck.
You don't have a break, man.
Fuck, bitch. Fuck. Fine. Fuck.
Get it?
I
Have a Kit Kat.
have a break. Have a Kit
Fuck
Kat.
off. Kit
All right.
Kat.
Bad Batch.
Good chocolate, though.
Let's get into Bad Batch.
Sponsor me.
So basically, Bad Batch.
Such a bad show.
That shit's good.
It's so good. Could be called The Good Batch with how good the show is, dude.
Fun fucking fact.
Yo.
And I say this without a fucking word of a lie.
Okay.
I couldn't fucking believe it.
What?
When I started Bad Batch, I was watching it and I was like, hey, that Jedi looks kind of fucking familiar.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not talking about Caleb.
No, I know. What are you talking about? The
I'm talking
master.
about Dila Balapa, yeah.
The what?
Her name's Dipa Balapa.
Dua Lipa.
Dipa Balaba. And
I
not
got
because
you.
she's in the prequels.
Son, you know the song?
Yeah.
And
And it's not because she's in the prequels, all right?
Dua Lipa, the baby made dancing. Come on.
And then I heard
Feeling us.
what planet they were on. I
don't know.
forgot what the name of the planet was,
I don't
but I know it.
Yep.
If you remind me, I'll be like, oh, yep, that's it. And then the squad name, and I was like, up, I remember that. And the commander, Chip.
Yep.
I fucking did a Dungeons and Dragons Star Wars campaign on the exact same planet at the exact same time as all of that took place.
What do you mean?
Over a year ago.
Okay.
The exact same thing. Where Dipa Balaba dies, Caleb escapes, you go to chase him, he escapes.
So you're having like the weirdest fucking moment. like,
Yeah,
for
because
you.
I fucking wrote that. I fucking wrote it. Instead of the Bad Batch, it was my fucking team that I have composed of like a fucking Ewok in a fucking metal suit,
That's
a
so
weird ass
weird.
Jedi dressed as a clone, and they had to get off the planet, hide away from the regs, all this shit. It was the exact fucking same.
That's so weird.
Fucking pinpoint. And I was like, I fucking wrote this show like a year ago.
That's so weird, man.
It was incredible. It was actually
Crazy,
incredible.
mate. That's crazy, mate.
Except when I
Jesus
looked
Christ.
up the planet on Wikipedia, I
It's-
couldn't find an accurate, like,
The source changed. So
Yeah.
this is canon.
yeah,
right?
this is kind
There was a comic which described how
Kanan escape.
Kanan escaped and whatever, and this doesn't line up with the comic
Yeah.
100%, and everyone's like, why does it do it? But this is canon. This
Yeah.
is why.
So the comic, it definitely had bits and pieces which they were like ripped out of the comic, like
Yeah,
Deepa saying,
yeah.
run, Caleb, run, and, you know. and she was getting shot at the same time.
Yeah.
That was the exact same, but it's on a snow planet now instead of a forest planet
Okay.
because
There is forest there, but it's just snow.
the planet was originally just a forest planet.
Oh, okay.
And that's
like
how
Endor or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, not too much like Endor, kind of more like that forest planet in Mandalorian, episode 4, season 1.
Yeah. Okay.
Kind of like that. Because that's how I designed my game.
Okay. Nice.
And there was.
And then
you know,
everything was the same for that beginning part.
Yeah. That's the only reason.
That must have been so weird for you.
It was fucked, dude. It was fucked. I was like, holy shit, they just fucking stole my source material.
The only thing that like was not making you connect was the fact that everything was white.
Yeah, literally. Yeah.
If everything was green, you would have been like,
yeah,
I made this up.
Yeah. As soon as like Dipper Blabber died and Kanan got away, and obviously Bad Batch
As
tried
soon
to
as
chase
Dua
him, I was
Lipa-
like, wow, this is fucking the exact same thing.
As soon as Dua Lipa died and the baby got away.
And as soon as they got away, all that stuff happened, and I was like, wow, this is almost pinpoint. And then they said the fucking name of the planet, and I was like, that's it.
He turned off his mic. He turned off his microphone, y'all.
I always do that when I throw it. Okay,
Mine
we'll
doesn't
actually
mine
get.
doesn't have that power.
We'll get. Oh yeah, suck shit.
Is it possible to learn this power?
Not
It
from
is
a
possible.
Jedi, you can't.
Is it possible to learn this power? Should become a voice actor.
Let's get.
How good is that? Something. Squad gang
I
pussy.
just took a selfie because Jazz is playing the Cars game right now. You know the one on DS.
Yeah.
I bought it on Steam. It's on my fucking laptop now.
Sweet. Sick.
Basically, I'm gonna get into Bad Batch now. Premiere an hour and 17 minutes. They really did that on May the 4th, and then released another episode 2 days later.
3.
Thank you, just so much. 3 days later, whatever. Fuck yeah, baby. Bad Batch, baby. Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
Clone Force 99, baby.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah, baby. Fuck.
It's paced really well.
It was.
It was really well done. I liked episode
I watched the premiere twice.
Nice. Very good. I only watched it once because I watched it
And
on the day it came out,
Yep.
and then I just completely forgot about it for some reason.
I appreciate it more the second time too.
Yeah, nice. I'll go watch it again.
It kind of feels like a slow burn, I think.
Yeah.
And we were wrong about how many. I was listening to our podcast today, the last episode.
Yeah.
And we mentioned that it had 14 episodes. That's wrong.
16.
It has 16.
Very nice.
How crazy is that? This is going to be a massive show.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to like. I need to go back and watch the trailer to see what we've seen and what we haven't. Right, especially just like the first trailer, right?
Yeah.
Because, someone said in a comment like we've seen like almost all of everything in the trailers now, and if they're doing like a Mandalorian where it's like cool, we're going to show like the first 4 episodes,
Yeah.
and then you don't even know what any
You won't
shot
know
looks like
shit.
from for the future ones. What the fuck are they planning, dude?
Yeah. They're playing some big money shots right
I think some of the members are going to die,
Yeah, definitely.
which is sad.
Yeah. Obviously, I don't know if they're planning this show for multiple seasons
Mm.
because that 16th episode could be the end of the Bad Batch.
And he's
100%. I
Cool.
know they're not afraid of killing people in these type of shows,
especially in the Clone Wars.
especially in the Clone Wars.
Um,
Rest in peace, Fives, my boy.
just a moment of silence for 5, please.
All right.
Did him wrong, man.
Did it wrong.
Fuck you, Palpy.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby. No, so let's talk about the first episode.
All right, let's talk
Just
about
for
that.
first, because I feel like there's more to talk about in the first than there is the
Okay.
second.
I legitimately shat myself in the first 5 minutes when they showed those shot-for-shot remakes from Revenge of the Sith.
Dude, 5 minutes. It was like the first fucking 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That was fucking insane. I was like, you guys did not just do that.
I'm
As if.
legitimately, I'm not even kidding, I am convinced. Matt Lanter said that animated Anakin Skywalker is returning.
When?
Exactly. Why the fuck would he return?
When did he say that?
He said that like the other fucking day before the Bad Batch premiere released.
He's gonna
Literally.
show up as Darth Vader?
Yeah, no, he can't. James Earl Jones is the voice for Darth Vader. He only showed up once post Darth Vader because he did half of Darth Vader's voice in Rebels.
Yep.
they're going to do a shot-for-shot remake of Revenge of the Sith plus some added scenes.
You really think so?
I fucking bet. They've
You
already
think they're gonna do
they've
that?
fucking hinted at it like twice now.
Okay, this is true, but I feel like it's just partly because it's just the time. They're just trying to show where we are in the timeline,
Yeah.
right? Like, because it was good. I appreciate how I wasn't sure when they were going to jump in. I wasn't sure if it was going to be like straight away, boom, Order 66 has already happened. But I love the fact that we get to see how the team deals with Order 66 and who it
Yes.
affects and who it doesn't.
I fucking love how, it actually affects some of them. And because they're defective clones, some of them, the chip works a little bit. Some of them it works a little bit more. And it dives into that. And then it dives into how the chip can be manually changed.
Yep.
I didn't think they could do that. That was fucking sick.
Yep. And the other thing I'm still questioning is, what if it kicks in late?
There you go.
I reckon if it's going to kick in for anyone, it's going to be Echo.
Yeah.
Because he's the most red clone out of all of them. However,
he's still red.
he's like a computer. Also, one really small detail I want to bring out that I really appreciate.
Yep.
Have you seen Echo's helmet with him off?
What do you mean?
So Echo has this massive thing around his head, sort of like the guy in Empire Strikes Back,
Mm-hmm.
right? Echo's helmet actually has a gap in the back of the head that goes all the way around.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So I only noticed this the second time of watching the first episode. If you watch it when they're suiting up again, also they do really well with showing him not put it on,
Yeah.
right? He literally it's when they're like gearing up on that when they're about to escape Camino.
Yeah.
And it's a shot of Echo. It's like I think Hunter is in the forefront, and you can see
Yeah.
Echo and Wrecker in the background. I think, or it could be Wrecker in the front. I don't know. So, but Echo is in the sort of background a little bit to the right, and there's sort of this panning shot from the left going towards the right.
Yep.
This is from my perspective, by the way. Left towards the right, and Echo's in the background. He picks up his helmet, right, and then just as he goes to put it on, like another character goes in front because it probably is really hard to animate, lining the back of his head up with the thing on the helmet.
Yeah.
And like it's kind of like you guys wouldn't show that, but I understand that like it might be hard to animate, but I also really appreciate the detail because if you see his helmet, right, it has the gap in the back of the head,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
Cool. Oh, fuck. I have to rewatch it.
You have to. It's a really small detail, but I was like, that's actually really nice.
That's dope. That shit goated. Echo's Bad Batch suit, just in general, looks fucking sick.
And
well.
I kind of get why Crosshairs, not because Crosshair's character is like a bad character. It's definitely not a bad character or anything. But if you look at Crosshair's design and Echo's design, they are very similar.
That makes sense.
Right? Like
Yeah.
they both have the really thin eye thing, except Crosshairs has like the bigger eye on the right, and that's like if you look at them, that's one of the things I noticed was okay, it might get really confusing. And now we have Crosshairs in a pre-Death Trooper-esque outfit.
Yeah.
Also, we need to talk about episode 1. I really want to talk about this type of thing that's happening in the show, but we got to talk about episode 1. So it starts off. We get introduced to Caleb.
Dune.
Doom.
Dune.
Dune or Doom?
Dune.
Dune. Okay. Who is Kanan Jarrus?
Yeah. It's just changed his name.
He changed his name in the future, obvious reasons.
Jedi Master Dila Palapa.
There you go. Dua Lipa. And Order 66 does not work. It works on the regs that are there fighting with them, and they kill the master. What's the name?
Yeah,
of
Dila Palapa, and she actually fights him
Dila
off pretty well.
Yep.
There are parts from the comic that is like a backstory for Kanan that are ripped straight out. Run, Caleb, run, and he runs down into the forest.
Yep.
That was stripped right out. From the comics. It was fantastic.
And then the only clone out of the Bad Batch that it sort of works on is Crosshairs. And it's like kind of half working because he's not like, we got to kill him. He's just like, I'm just doing the job. Why aren't you doing the job? And he's like asking these questions, so he still has that little bit of freedom in his mind left. You can tell, and they stripped that away from him later on in the episode.
Soldiers follow orders.
And that was like sort of everything, like the whole trailer was portraying this whole thing. It was like, what's going to happen with the Bad Batch and whatever. And maybe hinting at like one of them changing or Crosshairs changing. I think there was a trailer that did that maybe. And they've already done that in the first fucking episode, which shows what the fuck they're going to do with this show, which is crazy.
I'm going to make some predictions.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, fuck it. I'll do it now. I'm going to predict that Commander Cody's going to die in this show.
Could be sad. We're probably going to get over Rex versus Cody.
Yeah, we're
They're
probably going to
make
get
it-
Rex versus
That's
Cody.
going to happen. Fuck you, Dave Filoni. You fuckwit.
Fuck.
Fuck, baby. Fuck you, Dave Filoni. Fuck.
I'm really hoping we get the beginning of Ahsoka's Fulcrum era
Okay, cool.
if she shows
I
up.
feel like she's got to show up if they're going to fucking
she's
show
gotta
Rex.
fucking show- Yeah,
Like, what?
yeah, because they're best mates.
And they mentioned Rex in the second
Yeah.
episode.
yeah, exactly. He's already been name dropped. We already know about his almost current whereabouts.
He's like just ahead of them. They just
yeah.
missed him
And this is days
after Order 66.
after what happened in the end of the Clone Wars episodes
Yeah.
with Rex and Ahsoka. So yeah, I really hope they show, Ahsoka starting to begin her Fulcrum era.
So she has like the white sabers and shit.
Yeah, the white swabers.
Yeah.
And all that kind of stuff, and starting to change her name and go more, rogue and
Bit more of a grey Jedi, eh?
yeah. I really want to see that.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rex versus Cody, prediction number 1.
That's
That'll
probably
be in
going to
the show.
happen. What other prediction you got there, buddy?
I really do have a feeling that Wrecker or Tech are going to die
Wrecker was shot twice in the
Yeah.
first episode.
twice in the first episode
He didn't die. I don't know how the fuck that happened.
because he's a fucking tank.
I know he's a tank, but he took those, like,
Yeah,
he was down and he was out for
Yeah.
after he got hit. He wasn't back in that fight. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
that's true.
In the second episode, he was kicking a little more ass and he was doing a little bit better, but
Yeah, genuinely Wrecker or
wasn't
Tech.
doing great.
Wrecker or Tech, I feel like.
Okay, that's fair. I think I agree.
Obviously they're going to go back. Maybe they'll show some of that stuff that was cut with Boba Fett versus if they
Cad
ever
Bane,
do,
Cad Bane.
Cad Bane.
Yeah,
If
because
they-
that was cut from Clone Wars.
if that is to be shoved in
This is-
anywhere,
I wanna talk
it
about
would be
Boba
in
Fett as
Bad
well.
Batch.
I
Yeah.
want to talk about Boba Fett as well.
All right, and that's those are all the predictions. So I
Yep.
predict that Wrecker or Tech are going to die. Rex versus Cody, Cody dying, and Boba Fett and Cad Bane showing up in some form,
Dude,
and
dude.
hopefully they're shoot off.
Dude, I'm just thinking about animated Revenge of the Sith. I'm going to fucking cry.
Dude, imagine fucking
They have shown, how many shots have they shown from that movie? They've
Quite
shown
a
like
few.
they've shown like 4 or 5.
and they have had Matt Lanter re-voice some of the.
Dude, they have. Dude, they did the
What have I done?
they did that whole scene. That was Matt Landers. There was no Hayden Christensen there.
Oh, I thought it was. I
No.
thought most of it was Hayden Christensen,
No.
and then just the last. one.
No, the whole thing was Matt Lanter.
Bro, he's a.
But the
fucking
only
G.
other people they didn't have re-voice was like Mace Windu and whatever.
because they voiced them in the Clone Wars.
Not all of them. Mace
Oh
Windu.
yeah, well they did for a little bit.
Yeah. And I don't think what's his name? Who does Palpatine?
Oh, he was in the Bad Batch.
Yeah,
Oh,
but that
I
was
saw-
just straight from Revenge of the Sith.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
I'm talking about
The first Galactic Empire. No, I think he was.
attempt on my life has left me scarred.
Let me look it up.
what's his name? Ian McDermott.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, there you go. So anyway, so dude, but like that's
I was a little bit disappointed with the entry of episode 2.
in what,
So
in what regard?
they didn't bring the narrator back.
No, yeah, I was expecting that to happen.
Yeah.
Or there's no like epic intro thing. So I think this show,
Yeah.
unlike Clone Wars, is like a full consecutive one after the other. Every episode is in conjunction with the last, right? And it's dealing with the same group of characters. Whereas Clone Wars, you might get a 4 episode length arc, right? Whereas these were all like the last 4 Clone Wars episodes were all half an hour ish. This first one was 70 minutes, and now this one's half an hour. They're all going to be like half an hour long.
Yeah.
Clone Wars episodes before that were all like 22 minutes.
Yeah. I'm definitely expecting a consecutive storyline. Those 4 episode arcs are in the past now.
Yeah,
There'll be little-
It's gonna go 100%.
There will be little 4 episode arcs, maybe like fucking Omega,
Does something. I don't know.
does something, gets her first set of armor or first weapon or whatever the fuck. That might be a short little 4 episode arc that happens in the background. There will be background arcs, but
But the main arc is
main
going to be
story-
consecutive, like a
Yeah.
full story, which is
Yeah.
really cool. And they haven't done that in Clone Wars animation, actually.
Yeah. Oh, so keen.
The other thing, so then you get the whole. They go to the. They go back to the Camino. All the regs are all weird.
Yeah.
Really programmed, right? Then they have that meeting thing, and you have the whole Palpatine speech thing. He's talking about the new Galactic Empire. Cool.
Galactic Empire.
And then you get to, and then they sort of like, oh, what was that about? And then they
The
get
fucking
tested.
food.
They get tested.
Oh,
No, they
No,
have
it's
they have the food fight thing in the cafeteria. Then Grand Moff Tarkin is like, I don't know if he's called Grand Moff by this point.
no,
But
he's not. He's just Admiral Tarkin.
Admiral Tarkin is like, hey,
With his thunder thighs.
holy fuck! No, you know it's actually the clothing.
Oh, well, there
It's
you go.
not his thighs because
Oh, that's bullshit.
no,
Isn't it thunder thighs?
because the reason why he wears that is to represent something that some old English type of like people wore
Yeah.
ages ago, where they had like and some sort of extra part in the leg. And that's why his leg looks like that. It's
Yeah.
not because he's actually that fucking thick.
Damn it. I thought it was.
We wish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. So then he tests them because he's like, you guys are sus.
Turns out they
And
were the
then
imposters.
and then he tries to kill them with like pre-Dark Troopers.
Yeah. Can't look
An
like
early sort of thing of Dark
it.
Troopers.
Yeah, early Dark Troopers.
Very similar body design, which is really cool to see. And
But kind of weak as fuck
They-
compared to them.
well, yeah, but they were being set up because all the guns they had didn't even do anything to
Yeah,
them.
it's true. They had
They had
stun
like the
guns.
stun ones, and they weren't doing shit. So they had to improvise, and they got the job done. Wrecker got shot. Then what happens? They get put into prison, but I don't remember what for.
That's not until later.
What happens after that then?
I know that after that, they get put in a prison.
That's what I just said.
I fucking forgot.
I don't know. But anyway, it mustn't be that important if I'm remembering. And if it is, I'm sorry to my future self is going to hear this and go, you fucking idiot. X happened. Like, insert whatever.
Fuck
happened.
yeah.
Fuck yeah, baby. Sorry I'm talking so much. You
I
can see the
remember.
waveform. It's just like, hey, what happens?
They get a mission and then they go to a planet.
Oh, that's right.
And
You mean Saw Gerrera?
yeah. And
is
they were
cool.
meant to defeat insurgents of the CIS. And they got there and it was the first group of rebels.
Yep.
Which was fucking sick. We're finally
Really cool.
seeing the rebels versus the Empire in its first early stages. It's so perfect. Love it.
Awesome.
They've already got like the styled clothing as well.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting to that Rebels era, so
Yep.
excited.
Then they come back. They don't want to kill them because they're like, these are just people. There's children here. They aren't doing anything. They've been watching by a probe droid. They go back.
Then they get put in
They
prison.
put in prison. Crosshairs gets taken out because he's the only one who seems to have been trying to kill the people.
And then he gets his chip enhanced.
Like amplified.
Yeah.
And then
Fuck yeah, baby.
fuck yeah, baby, he is now Death Trooper Crosshairs. And then they escape.
Just.
They're also with Omega by this point because Omega's a little cheeky bitch.
Oh yeah, they go back to Camino to get
Omega, and that's why they get
because
caught.
Omega is a defective clone, same as the Bad Batch. Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, baby.
Show it on the camera. It's so bright on the camera. Click it. Look out, look.
Holy shit.
Can you even see that it's flickering?
Oh fuck. No, you can't. Okay, what happens next? And then they get put in prison, then Tex does some fucking smart shit.
They get out.
Wrecker fights.
I'm just trying to skip through this because we only got 7
That's
minutes left or whatever. They have, they get out. There's a whole thing with Echo's helmet that I told you. They have the shootout. Crosshairs has his new Death Trooper armor. Then they escape, and that's pretty much the episode, right?
Yeah, that's the episode.
Next episode starts. They got to go somewhere, so they go to a planet. Or they hint the planet in the first episode, in the last episode, end of the first episode. J19. I don't know where. We've never heard that, but they go to a planet where Cut is.
Yes.
It's his name, Cut, with his Twi'lek wife and his 2 kids, who was a clone, by the way. Cut, he quit, didn't want to be a clone anymore.
Yeah. He was the first one that made Rex rethink the Clone Wars.
Yeah, pretty much. And then Rex was just there too, which is something that we find out.
He was there maybe, what was it, the day before?
Yeah, it was the day before when he
Yeah.
left. But the one thing that I think is really cool about this episode, which is the most standout thing for me, right, is the fact that the clone troopers don't feel like clone troopers anymore.
They don't.
They feel like stormtroopers.
Yeah.
Like the way that they're enforcing shit and the way they're just walking around. Like,
Present your chain code.
you know what I mean? Everything is
And chain codes are being introduced now.
Yeah, which is cool. Trying to get some, more ground level things happening.
World building. That's what it is.
Exactly,
Fuck
mate.
good shit.
Fuck yeah, baby.
Fuck yeah, baby.
But I think, that was one thing I really noticed. I was like, wow, they don't feel like clones at all. And the thing is, in the next 5 years of Star Wars, like from this point, clone troopers are out.
Yeah, exactly.
100%. Armor out. Because Jedi Fallen Order, which is canon, which is in this storyline, sort of.
They're
right?
gone.
You see clone trooper helmets just laying around and ships and shit. But the only thing
they're like
then there's
scrapping.
stormtroopers.
They're scrapping all that stuff.
Yeah. By that point, and I don't know if they're going to start that throughout this. Actually, one thing to mention: Grand Moff Tarkin cancelled cloning.
That's true. Yes,
Admiral Tarkin. Sorry, he went in and was like, "Your cloning is no longer needed."
Yeah. And the way he did it was fucking ooh.
What do you mean?
That was so fucking scrappy and such a dick move. He was like, "Your deal was with the New Republic. This is the Galactic Empire. Different rules and shit, mate. Rip up the contract."
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah.
I don't know if that applies to this at all, but then I guess the only real thing to talk about now is Omega.
Yeah.
And her role that she sort of plays in this show. If anyone's going to survive this show, it's going to be her.
Yeah. Well, without a doubt.
Right? Which makes me sad that Hunter might die because he's like the homie. But yeah, I think it's going to be her. And here's one thing I want to bring up. She's an unaltered clone, apart from the fact that she's different.
Yeah.
Right? We don't really know what her power is. We can theorize about that in a second.
I just thought she was medical.
Really?
She was like a really good medical. Well, she was a medical assistant.
Yeah, okay. But apart from the first defect, if you want to call it a defect, is the fact that she is a she.
Yeah.
Secondly, people are saying that she could be force sensitive somehow.
Fuck off. No.
Have you heard about this?
No.
Can I give you some evidence?
Okay.
Okay. When they're in the jail cell,
Yep.
right? She goes up to Crosshairs and says, "I know what you're feeling, and I know what you're going to do, and I just want to tell you don't do it, and it's not your fault."
Okay.
Right?
I only thought maybe she thought that because she knew about the chips.
Maybe, but I don't know how that would really relate.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that's sort of for the Force. Okay, could be.
Yep.
Force sensitive. She's got some feelings that she can see that other people can't see. Right. The other thing is, and then the other instance I can think of off the top of my head is when she goes to shoot the gun.
First
shot hits the blaster first go.
Yeah.
That's not a common thing.
That first shot ever with a blaster.
And she shot Crosshairs, who is a fucking sniper and the best gunman out of all of them probably.
Yeah.
Shot his gun out of his hand.
Yeah.
Right?
And that allowed them to escape.
She was probably, if she has the Force, she was using the Force to guide her to do that.
Yeah.
Unknowingly.
Unknowingly. She
Right?
wouldn't know she was using it.
Right? And the other thing that's unaltered about her is her age.
That's true.
You know who else has the same? It's probably about the same age around this time? Boba Fett, dude.
Shit.
Right? You know what the fuck show they're bringing out at the end of this year? The Book of Boba Fett.
Dude. Jesus fucking Christ.
You know who's also in The Mandalorian that was introduced in The Mandalorian that rides with Boba Fett that's going to show up in this show? Fennec Shand.
Holy shit, dude.
Because they've showed her in the trailer.
They have.
Right? Okay.
Yo, that's going to bring
So I feel like they could be doing that. This is me making really connections. But this show is a 16 episode long show. So some shit is going to fucking happen.
And we've already seen, that kind of interconnecting shit happen. First of all, with Fennec Shand being in this show and literally being introduced last year in The Mandalorian, they're moving fast with this interconnecting shit.
Okay. So there's that, right?
Yeah.
Right? The only other... So then there's the other thing and it's she could have all their powers or abilities. I don't see it. I don't see how she's going to be really strong. I don't really see her being a really techie person either. This isn't me being woman can't do this. This is just me being judging off her from the first 2 episodes, she doesn't seem like a hunter type person. Out of anyone, she's shown Crosshair's ability.
Yeah.
Right? But the other ability that she could have that someone said that isn't talked about a lot, I think, is photographic memory.
Oh.
And there's 2 things here I want to talk about. as evidence. Sorry, I'm talking so much. By the way, my fucking.
We're gonna go over time, but this
That's
is
all right.
last thing.
It'll end. But that's okay. The first one being, she had seen all of them how to shoot a gun.
Yeah.
Right. And then shoots the gun first try, and then it works. All right. Kind of like Taskmaster.
Yeah.
Sees it, and then can be like, cool, I can do that now. Right.
Mm.
The other piece of evidence for this theory is when they're in the jail cell, Hunter does this. He goes,
And she
she
copies.
sits there, and then she copies him and does the exact same fucking thing.
She does that multiple times.
She does it like
as well.
throughout. There was like she did it 3 times or 2 or 3 times in that jail cell, but she might have been doing it.
She did it throughout the show.
Really?
Yeah. So
I've been noticing.
when they were trying to sneak out after they got
Yeah,
out of the cell,
yeah.
and he was like,
She does it as well.
Yeah, she-
I didn't say that.
and just like other bits and bobs, she
Okay.
copies everything.
So well, there's more evidence then for that.
Yeah.
She's
learning.
but she's age-wise, she's an unaltered clone.
Yeah.
So it's so fucking probable that she's going to show up in the Book of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian or something. But Boba Fett is an unaltered clone, and she, by age, is an unaltered clone, and they're probably about the same age at the time of this show, right? So it's like,
If she does end up becoming a Jedi, she could very well be somebody that ends up in Luke Skywalker's training camp and then will be in Mandalorian season 3.
or the Book of Boba Fett,
Yeah.
which comes out first,
Exactly.
and they introduce her in this show, and the Book of Boba Fett is the next Star Wars show, right?
And then you never know. They're also opening the door to Rex and Ahsoka, which
True.
I think
True.
they could introduce or like offload characters to their storyline to show up in the Ahsoka show. as
Yeah,
well.
true.
So who knows? Maybe one of the members of the Bad Batch, or maybe another character who goes off with them, ends up with them in the Ahsoka show, and then obviously they will die in the Ahsoka show, and that's why they're not in Rebels.
Right.
It'll also show Wolf and Gregor.
True. Yeah.
That's
true.
got to happen.
I hope that happens. I want to see how Gregor survived
Yes. Oh, dude.
because he survived.
Yeah.
Yeah, but dude, it's like there's so much potential with this thing.
I can't
It's
wait.
this. I think I don't know. I have no fucking idea. If Fennec Shand shows up in the next episode, I gotta watch the trailer to see what we've
Yeah.
seen. But
I've watched the most recent trailer, the final trailer.
yeah,
I didn't pay that much attention to it, but I saw a few things.
okay.
I'm not going to say
Okay,
because it's
okay.
a bit of a spoiler.
I'll go back and watch like the first 2 trailers maybe or something, and then we'll see. Anyway, you want
Fuck
to
yeah, baby.
wrap it up now, boss?
I think we'll wrap it up now.
Cool.
Thanks for tuning in if you did. Obviously, we'll probably have to discuss what movie we're going to do next week, and like whatever, with 2 parts. Won't do Bad Batch every week, but we might mention it
Yeah.
throughout the weekly whatever the fuck we might.
Maybe even like every couple episodes we'll do
Yeah.
like a recap or something. I don't know. But maybe next week we'll do Invincible if I can watch it.
Oh, yes.
I'll try.
Oh, yes.
How many episodes are there?
8?
Like 20 minutes, right?
45.
Oh, okay. That's okay.
And once you finish the first episode,
You want to watch the whole thing?
you're finished. You'll finish it in one day.
Okay.
Without
Noted. All right. Well, cool. We'll wrap it up here. Thank you so much for listening. And if you support the podcast in any sort of way, we really appreciate you and whatever. Cool. Thanks. Give it a like. Give us a review. Leave us a comment about what do you... Okay. Maybe... No, I won't cut this out because I've got no fucking video. But yeah, what do you want us to fucking review, man?
Yeah. Chuck us. Oh, I'll probably throw up like
You're going to throw up?
yeah,
Are
I'm
you
gonna
okay?
fucking throw up, dude. I'm
You
gonna
okay,
throw up
bro?
some recommendations,
Fuck.
Maybe you guys can pick our next movie and we'll just watch it during the week.
There you
Fuck
go.
yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, baby. Okay, cool. Thank you so much for listening. And we guys see you in the next episode. Yeah, baby.
See ya.
Woo. Okay,
Fuck
bye.
yeah, baby.
Bye.